Good evening, Mr. Bond fans. Let me know if you can hear me okay, first things first. Thank you for joining me. Who do we have in the chat tonight? 007 Bondian is here. Hello, hope you are well. Omar Zambon, always good to see you. Hope you are well. Obsidian, the Witch Jester, excellent username there. First live stream I'll be catching should be at least 1.75 funds. I hope we can push to at least a 1.85 fun. The War Llama 5635. I will laugh if he gets another Nadim Sawalha. Well, yes, this has turned into... Is this an unboxing live stream or is this just the Nadim Sawalha Albert Moses happy hour? Because, it could be either these days. Jeff Weibo, hello. Thank you very much. Shunken Peter, really hope for some nice Nadim Sawalha autographs. You know what, the funny thing is, you can't even apparently get a Nadim Sawalha or an Albert Moses autograph in this particular set, but I don't think that's gonna stop us, is it? I think this will be, one of these boxes is just gonna be the one where they just so happen to leave in an Albert Moses Nadim Sawalha. Views from Marcus here. Hello, hope you are well. It was lovely to see you at the weekend. From Missile with Love. Hello. KZBB Bricks 5056. Hey, hey. Hello from Sweden. Humor Dieter Humor. Hello, hope you are well. Andrew Hopkins, a rare time you can actually watch live. Well, thank you for joining. I hope it's worthwhile. Please send good energies that we can hopefully unbox a really good autograph or two, as well as just have a bit of fun, a bit of chat for an hour or so. Joe writes this, good evening, hope you are well. Matt Sutton's here. Hello, Matt Sutton, good to see you. The Futurist is here and waiting for that Dolly autograph because, yes, Blanche Ravalec, probably really mispronouncing that, Dolly from Moonraker is a potential autograph in these. Oh, Andrew Brown, thank you so much. Have you ever built a model Bond car? I have not, but I have been very tempted. There is a model Moonraker shuttle on the 007 store that I have been sort of my, mouse has been over that buy button for a little while now, so I might have to just take that plunge one day. David West is here. Hello. Hope you're well. Oh, well, yes, good morning from Australia. We have better weather than we do have here. London came over awfully blustery. Right, I am going to pour myself a drink, and I do have something, actually, to show in that regard. But first of all, as you see, I have two boxes of this. We're only going to open up one today. Which one are we going to open? Poll's going to start in a second. So, I figured in terms of, I like to have a bit of a theme to this one or that one. So, we're going Chief of Staff theme for this particular one. We're going to have a Rory Kinnear box, and we're going to have a Colin Salmon box. The Battle of the M Chief of Staffs. Do vote which box you would like me to open. I think this should work. Yes, there we go. Great stuff. And then we'll let that run for 10 minutes or so, and then whoever wins, we'll open that corresponding box. Oh, Daniel Hinn's photography, thank you very much. Will Dolly have braces? You know what, I don't know. Maybe tonight will be the night that we solve that conundrum once and for all. Could you imagine if it is actually a picture of her with braces? The evidence was there all along. Joe writes this, Dolly's in this, everyone brace yourselves, brilliant. Tom Mason, hello Tom. Hope you're well. Oh, and Andrew Hopkins, 1010. 1010, thank you very much. If we get a Dolly, will she have braces on the card? Oh, I love that this is like at the forefront of everyone's minds now. This is fantastic. We'll see. Maybe. Who knows? Right. So I'm gonna pour myself a drink. I've got my Blackwell rum again, which I was also drinking on another live stream. This isn't a product placement, by the way. I do feel sort of like sometimes when I hold these things up, it's like, no, I bought this with my own money. I just quite like it. But what I'm going to be mixing it with today is something that I'm quite happy that I found over the weekend. It is a Coca-Cola, 0 sugar, 0 caffeine, 0 calories, 0 fun, No, I'm just kidding. But it is one of the 007 First Light branded cans of zero sugar, zero caffeine, zero calories Coca-Cola, which I have been keeping my eye out for because people have been posting about them on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and I've been very I get my eyes peeled around my local shops that I go to, and this is the first pack that I found. Me and my partner were in Kingston, in London at the weekend, and we popped into the Waitrose there, and they had a multi-pack of this for... It was the only one left on the shelf, and I was like, yes, take that. So yes, we will do a taste test, though I'm pretty sure it's just going to be what we all expect it to be, but I am just going to pour myself this while the vote is going. Ooh, Colin Salmon's at 57% so far. I'm going to do this. It's a good pop. Oh, very good, very satisfying. Oh, Obsidian Witch Jester, thank you very much as well. I will cheers to you in a mere moment. It's Bond flavored. Yeah, you have no idea how many of Pierce Brosnan's fingers went into this. All right, okay, now we're going to pour some Coca-Cola. Every time I say Coca-Cola, I want to say it. Anyone here watch Succession? There's a bit where Brian Cox is pouring a drink for his... is it his grandson? Is Greg his grandson? I can't remember. But he asks... I think it's going to be, a business meeting, so it's sort of like, he goes over to the whiskey cabinet and stuff, and then Greg asks for a rum and coke, and Brian Cox is so clearly... disdainful of this, and then he shouts to his personal assistant off the screen, and the way he pronounces Coca-Cola, he says, Kerry, can we get Greg some Coca-Cola? It's just I every time I say Coca-Cola, I just think of that. Right, okay, here we go. Let's see if we can taste the effects of zero sugar, zero caffeine, zero calories. But hey, at least I'm not going to be up late tonight. Cheers, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I had to check the date then. I mean, I think the rum is doing the heavy lifting on the niceness of this, but, Dino Dem. Coca-Cola Patrick Gibson flavor. I'm guessing they're going to be around for a while, because the game isn't even out for another couple of months. Obviously, it was supposed to be out at the end of March, so I guess this was one product tie-in that maybe they couldn't postpone or what have you, so it's, so it's just come out now, but I'm guessing it's going to be around until May time. We shall see. Oh, Frosty Foster, hello, hope you are well. Oh, I love that. G.H. Warren, they should make zero sugar, zero caffeine, 7 calories. Why the hell didn't they do that? That would have been absolutely perfect. How do you add 7 calories into a drink? Do you just put like a... I don't know. What would you put in it? Just a bit of palm oil? I don't know. Thomas Bicknell, thank you very much. You share your surname with a James Bond voice actor, Andrew Bicknell, who voiced Bond in Agent Under Fire. But thank you very much. Last time you made it to one of these streams, I asked if you ever saw the 80s Bond knockoff with George Lazenby called Never Too Young to Die, and you said, no, has this changed? This has not changed, I'm afraid. I still haven't seen... because I've got a couple of George Lazenby films on my shelf. I got Queen's Ransom when Eureka Entertainment released that, and I've got the Giallo film, is it called Who Saw Her Die? They're on the shelf, and I've been, my latest video on Sunday was all about George Lazenby, so I was looking up his filmography and everything, and, no, I do need to, watch more George Lazenby, I think. He was in some, interesting films. He was in some fairly small parts, I would say. Was it Gettysburg that he was in, and he had, quite a small part? But it looked interesting. So, yeah, Never Too Young to Die is definitely on the list. It might be nice to do a bigger... because I did, in the video that I released on Sunday, I did talk a bit about how he actually did continue acting. He had a career after being James Bond, and It would be interesting for a documentary to cover that, and maybe a big old video, covering some of his more notable post-Bond works might be a good use of my time. Maybe. Or I'll at least watch them. Mood Lamp Actual, 7 grams of fiber. Pryobiotic drink. Oh, okay. That's a new word to add to my vocabulary. Oh no, is that pryobiotic? Is that what Bond gets given in Spectre? The enzyme shake. Is that what that is? Oh, this poll's pretty tight. This is 54% for Colin Salmon. And what my eyes see. My eyes see 54% for Colin Salmon. That was my Al Pacino impression announcing Oppenheimer had won the Best Picture at the Oscars. Views from Mark Cabot. Whilst it's just cola, isn't it great to have some 007 branding themes out in stores again? You are quite right. It was a little, it was like this slightly surreal thing, seeing it on the shelf and just sort of like, oh, I will take that. It's been so long since there's been anything 007 on like a mainstream. Like, obviously, there's always the 007 store there, but just in terms of like just a supermarket, in a big shopping center to go in and see a James Bond thing, it's just like, oh, it's quite cool. Joe writes this, Dr. No Calories. See, Joe, you are on fire tonight. This is very good stuff. I should be writing this down. Oh, Savoy 1984, thank you very much. Love these unboxings. Well, I love them as well, so thank you very much for joining. Right, so we know the rules of the game. We've been playing it long enough. I have my little shot glass, little Polska shot glass, which will go here. And rules of the game are we take a shot if it is an MI6 regular character autograph that we unwrap, like Rory or like Colin, or if it's a main Bond girl, henchman, and villain. So yeah, fingers crossed. In terms of what we can potentially get from this set, the base set of this is all Quantum of Solace themed. So this is a Rittenhouse set. And then I believe there are, what are there? There's throwback sets for You and Live Twice, Spy Who Loved Me, and GoldenEye. And then in terms of the autographs, it's a bit of a hodgepodge of autographs. There's a bunch of Quantum of Solace related ones. And then, yeah, just some very interesting... I mean, so in terms of the extremely limited ones, Roger Moore, George Lazenby, Christopher Lee would be really cool. And then there's some very limited ones that would be really cool, like Halle Berry, Terry Hatcher, Jeremy Bulloch I would quite like, who played... he's apparently signed as Crewman Andrews from The Spy Who Loved Me, but he was also Smithers in Q-Lab. Wait a minute, is that Jeremy Bulloch? Yeah, no, that is Jeremy Bulloch, okay. Maud Adams would be really cool. Tanya Roberts, David Hedison, Mariam Darbo, Blanche Ravalec from Moonraker is definitely number one of my list, and did actually open up a box of this particular set a while ago, and the autographs that we pulled from that stream were Caroline Bliss, Living Daylights, and Joni Flynn from Octopussy. So hopefully we won't double up on either of these tonight, but who knows? I'm sure an Albert Moses or an Nadim Sawalha will sneak in there somewhere. Oh god, it really is quite tight. Colin Salmon was just hovering around the 52-53% there. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes, and then I will call the poll. I'm surprised, actually. I thought Rory was going to win this one, Cinesmatic, Cal Pacino. It never even occurred to me that, but yes, no, you are quite right. That one Bond guy, hello. I'll have to smuggle those cans into the US. Do they not do them there? The First Light cans. I would be interested if they didn't. I would have thought they would, because they're going to push this game everywhere, aren't they? Artful Grover, Calvin only speaks in proper kings, queens, and we love it. Is that a compliment? I think that's a compliment. About my dulcet tones. Views from Mark, add 007 calories by just adding 7 Tic Tacs. I like that idea. Will that make it fizz up? Right, okay. I think we're gonna call this. We're gonna call the poll. Oh, Colin Salmon wins with 51%. That is crazy. I think that might be the closest poll we've ever had in one of these. Okay, so this one it will be unboxed someday. Right, there we go. But for now, it is going to the side, and we shall focus on this one. So, 24 packs. There are 2 autographs inside. And this is apparently box number 7,484 out of 8,500. So from 2015, as I say, this is a Rittenhouse set. Let's get stuck into it. Where did I put the scissors? I don't think I brought the scissors. Okay, this isn't particularly good. I might just have to pick at it with my fingers now. Looking around for anything particularly sharp that I could use. Oh, thank you very much again, Obsidian Witch Jester. I've been really enjoying the Legendary 007 deck building game lately. I just like having a physical game I can play solo. You know, I really need to look into that. It's something that has been recommended to me a few times now, and I've never done any kind of deck building. Like, is Pokemon cards a deck building game? Even then, I don't remember, like, you know, I collected Pokemon cards when I was a kid, as did pretty much everyone my age. But, very seldom played the game, or took it quite seriously as, you know, a deck building thing. So, sorry, I'm just sort of fingering away at this little hole. Sorry, I'm just using this rather lovely keyring. It's a silhouette of the Q-boat. So this can hopefully give me some purchase. Someone get this man some Q scissors. Oh yes, no, it's quite right that you all make fun of me for my terrible plastic opening abilities. Oh, Jeff Weiber, you're gonna pull Dolph, I guess. Oh yeah, no, Dolph Lundgren is one from A View to a Kill. That'd be really cool, actually. I love that Dolph Lundgren signed cards for his Bond character when he's like on screen for just a matter of minutes. It's I love that. Right, okay, we're in. Right, now for this part of it. I swear we will get in eventually. Oh, Logan Wilkinson is here. Hello, Logan. Hope you are well. Greg Vigan, what did he just say? Right, no. See, I'm maybe I do need to get a pair of Q scissors. Oh, God's sake. All right. We'll get in. All right. Very good point there, Mark Zukov. People have won Oscars for being on screen for a matter of minutes. You are quite right. This had better have some good autographs in it after all of this. Just effort getting into it. What the hell is holding it up? Ah, there we go. Right. Okay. Now time to... God's sake. This is normally so much easier. Right, there we are. Right, there we go. Okay, so that can go the... Oh, Savoy 1984, thank you very much. I'm still amazed I saw Caroline Bliss at Cue the Music. I know, it's really cool, isn't it? It is really cool. She's a real champion for Cue the Music as well, which I thought was quite lovely. When you hear her talk about what it means to her to be on tour with the band and stuff, it's like, it's quite lovely. She's got a lot of love for them. It's really sweet. Damien Fenton, thank you very much as well. Hey, Calvin, have you seen Project Hail Mary? I have not. I've heard really good things about it, but I have not yet seen it. I mean, it's got great reviews. I did see the trailer for it, and funnily enough, I saw the trailer and I was like, you know, I looked like Ryan Gosling makes friends with an alien rock and calls it Rocky. I was like, really? And then it came out and had fantastic reviews, so it's like, okay. Okay. First pack. Like I say, this is a very Quantum of Solace heavy pack, so it's going to be a lot of stills from the film. Oh, and then we have something from GoldenEye there. The satellite going off, of course. Oh, there's 6 cards, but see, I'm used to the upper deck ones now. We get 5 cards per pack instead of 6. So very nice one of Daniel Craig there. Oh, a very nice one of Judy there. Could get that signed if that had a signature there. That'd be quite lovely. And then Matthew Amalric. What is it like on the back? Oh right, yeah. So they do. They tell the story of the film. And then, yeah, we've got a GoldenEye one there. Okay, so we'll have a pile for GoldenEye and a couple of piles for Quantum. We'll have one for vertical, one for horizontal. Well, that one of Judy has to go there, and then we'll have Daniel there. Oh, thank you very much as well, Matt Sutton. Do appreciate it. Hey, Calvin, can't wait for Cue the Music David Arnold concert this year. What track are you hoping to hear live? Ooh. Oh, God, what's it called on the album? Is it called Whiteout? The car chase, between Bond and Zhao. Like, I would love to hear that live. I can't remember if it's called that or not. Is it just called Car Chase on Ice or... Oh, I can't remember. But no, that one would be my that's up there, up at the top of my list. God, I can barely speak today. This is what you get for having a no caffeine Coke, I guess. Be more articulate if it had caffeine and calories and sugar in it. Sean Scanlon, sorry. Thank you very much. Oh, Shawshank Redemption or Green Mile? That's a good question. You know what? Based on my more recent watchings of them, I'd probably pick Green Mile, but I haven't seen either in a while. Oh, thank you very much, Tom Mason. Whiteout. Thank you. Oh, and Jukebox Jim. Yes, White Knight would be another excellent one to hear. Okay, right. We'll have a look at this next one. So we have Dominic Green and the General. Craig, look at... I've got a jacket quite similar to that, and people always ask me, like, oh, is that the one from Quantum? And I'm like, oh, no, it's not. It's just a jacket. Camille. Then we have, a black and white You Only Live Twice still there. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. I like that a lot. Then we have Bond again from Quantum of Solace. And Bond and Camille. Okay. Well, You Only Live Twice, you're going to go there. And then think we will leave Judy on top for now. And then we'll have Bond and Camille on the vertical ones. Oh, thank you very much once again, Sean. Very much appreciated. Oh, favorite Rob Reiner film. One underrated one is The Sure Thing with John Cusack and Daphne Zuniga, Vesper from Spaceballs. I've not seen that. I've seen many a Rob Reiner film. Misery is my favorite Rob Reiner film. I love that film so much. I remember it really scared my sister when we watched it when we were young. She's still got a thing about casts on feet like that, and I swear it's down to that film. All right, okay, we got Bond and Strawberry Fields, Gregory Beam, Felix, Dominic and Elvis. Ooh, Bond with the plane there in the background. Some very nice stills in here. Bond on a bike. It's quite a nice one as well, actually. Bond and Camille again. That's a bit of an iconic image from Quantum of Solace, actually, isn't it? And then we have... Oh, speaking of which, another pretty iconic image from Quantum of Solace. Oh, very good. Okay, yeah, no, very nice images in this one. Nothing is taking over from Judy yet in the landscape orientation. But I think, yeah, we'll have Bond and Camille staying on top again. Oh, that's very good, Obsidian. Dominic Green Mile. Very good. I like that. Oh, Lorenzo Granger's here. Hello, Lorenzo. Hope you are well. Oh, yes, no. I've been working away at the Everything or Nothing in-depth review. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be really, yeah. It's quite unwieldy, really, how much that one's getting. But I want to get everything in this one video, and there's an awful lot to talk about it with that. So I hope you'll enjoy it when it's here. Oh, I think we have a signature on this one. Right, okay. Oh, maybe we leave it, because I just see that little 007 at the top. And I'm like, oh, do we save it? Do we save it? Because all of the other ones, they match that. Yeah, they've got that 007 at the top. I think that's an autograph. I think that's an autograph. Okay, I'm tempted to say let's leave it for now. I'll just pop it there, and we'll come back to it, because it's a bit early in the game, I think, to be looking at autographs. We'll see how we go. Okay. Oh, this is just when it's just there, the temptation. Oh, Sean, thank you very much once again. Have you seen Force 10 from Navarone, directed by Guy Hamilton? Also, have you seen Poltergeist? Oh, yes. No, I have seen the Poltergeist films. I loved the first one. You know what? I remember quite liking the remake as well, but I don't know if that's quite sacrilegious to say. I have not seen 10 from Force 10, though. It is on my shelf, though. I do have the disc. So I do need to get to it someday. Because what was the... I can't remember the label that released it on Blu-ray here, but it was, you know, a very good label, right? So we have Camille there, we have Bond. Oh, we have Carl Stromberg from Spy Who Loved Me. Very nice, okay. You'll get your own little section. Bond on the roofs. Bond on the plane with his Vespa. Oh, and that's a nice one of Camille there. Oh, very good. Okay. Right, okay, Camille's going on top. And you know what? Yes, Judy, your reign is over. We're putting Daniel on top there. Funny thing is, the GoldenEye ones and the Quantum Solace ones are printed on this more glossy kind of card. I don't really know how to describe it. And these ones are on this more sort of, you know, it feels sort of like more recycled paper kind of thing. I guess it's because probably all of the ones for You and Live Twice and Spy Who Loved Me are going to be black and white. So that's the reasoning for it. I don't know. Danny Dummy, but not too early for Nadim Sawalha. Oh, Zandika, too early for Albert Moses. Brilliant. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I'm tempted to sort of, you know, I don't know, because there's hair there. No, okay, we're not gonna look. We're not gonna look just yet. Damien Fenton, thank you very much. Who do you think would win a media power battle, Elliot Carver or Logan Roy? You know what? I actually think Logan Roy would win. I think Elliot Carver's too volatile a personality to potentially win. I mean, Logan Roy's pretty volatile at the best of times as well, I would say. Oh, Sean, thank you very much again. Favorite Tarantino film? Love Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction are 10 out of 10. Inglourious Bastards for me. I love Inglourious Bastards. That is sort of like if I were to be drawing up a list of like my top maybe 20 favorite films of all time, that would be in it. I absolutely love that film. It has been a long time since I've seen Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs, but they are all over the streaming services at the moment, which is pretty good. I saw it on I think Netflix earlier on. Oh, Jack Redshaw. I have indeed seen the new Scream film, Scream 7. It would be at the bottom of my ranking of the Scream films, unfortunately, but I did enjoy it. You know, it's just I'm an easy lay when it comes to Scream films. Oh, Sean, thank you again. Possible video reviews for Force 10 from Navarone or Anderson Tapes due to the Bond connection of the cast. Absolutely. Anderson Tapes is another one that I've got on my shelf. That and, oh God, what was The Offense, the Sean Connery film, The Offense. I would also quite like to talk about that on the channel someday. Oh, Kudo716, thank you very much as well. What would your Holy Grail autograph be out of all of these card packs? Be it this brand or one of the others you'd like to open. The John Cleese Judi Dench duo signed card from the Heroes and Villains and Henchmen set. That would be my absolute Holy Grail. I would absolutely above the Bonds. Like, honestly, like if I were to ever open that on a live stream, you would see me hit the roof. My feet would just be dangling from the top of the camera because my head would be stuck in the ceiling. I would be that thrilled. So yes, that one would be quite nice. Oh, and Obsidian, thank you very much as well. The autograph is Sean Connery's wig. Could you imagine? Oh God. Right, okay, let's have a look at this pack. So we have the Aston there from the pre-titles action. Bond clambering up from the climax. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have Charles. It's just a jump to the left. Grey here. Oh, excellent. Oh, okay, well, that one's definitely going on top of the You Only Live Twice pile. And then we have a rather jolly Mr. White there, despite the circumstances. What is that in Judy's hand there? I've always wondered what that is, if it's like some kind of little smartphone or something. And then we have the plane, and then very dull image there. I don't quite know. Right, okay, we'll have the jolly Mr. White on top of that one. I want to see what this one says on the back about Dicko Henderson. Aki drives 007 to meet Henderson, whom Bond has never met before. However, Bond knows that Henderson has a prosthetic right leg. Taking every precaution, Bond draws his pistol when he and Henderson are alone. 007 then grabs the man's cane and cracks him across his right leg. Satisfied that the man is Henderson, Bond holsters his pistol. Very good. Excellent. Love some Charles Grey representation. In so many elements of life. Oh, Andrew Brown, thank you very much. Got to see the model Bond shuttle. Looks cool. I am currently working on a perfect grade Unleashed new Gundam. Oh, okay. Got to see the model Bond shuttle. The model Bond shuttle? As in, like, Moonraker? The Moonraker one that I mentioned earlier? Let me know. I'll keep an eye out in the chat. If that's what you were referring to with that. Right, we've got General Madrano, Dominic Green, Elvis there with his very nice sunglasses, looking confused. Oh, Bond, that's quite a nice image, actually. M in MI6. I've never quite liked how MI6 is in Quantum of Solace. Then we have Bond and Camille in the plane, and then Bond on the boat. Right, okay. Yeah, we'll go. We'll no, actually, we'll stick with Mr. White on top, I think. Right. Oh, Sean, once again, thank you very much. Thoughts on War Games, Boogie Nights, and La La Land? Ooh, okay, that's a selection of movies. I'm trying to wonder what the connection is there. Oh, first of all, sorry, Andrew Brown, yes. Oh, very good. Yeah, I do probably need to look... God damn, sorry. I probably do need to look into finally getting one of those Moonraker models, like, while they're still available, because they've been out for a wee while. Yeah, Sean, I've not seen War Games, so I can't comment on that. Boogie Nights, I remember not loving all that much, but then I think I'm a bit sort of... I realised this after watching One Battle After Another, that when it comes to Paul Thomas Anderson's work, I'm a little like, I don't know, something about his films just doesn't quite connect with me. And Boogie Nights was in that same sort of space. La La Land I loved. Absolutely. I've not seen that in a few years. But the last... Yeah, I think I must have seen it about 2 or 3 times, and absolutely love it. I would have given it the Oscar that year. Right, okay, so we have Bond. With the actress there is Sarah Hadland, I believe. Ah, that's her, yes. I actually met her once. She auditioned for a show that I worked on. I was very professional, didn't say anything about Bond. There's a good image of Daniel there. I like that. Bond carrying Camille there after a particularly interesting night out. I love those tourists in the back. That's hilarious. Like, what would you do if you were on holiday and you just saw that in front of you? Ooh, we have a gold embossed GoldenEye card there. Oh, that's quite cool. Oh, that's a really nice image. Quite telling that I prefer all of the images from the GoldenEye and Spy Who Loved Me and You Only Live Twice sets. That's quite nice. And then we have... Ooh, another good one of Judy there, lounging around. Oh, and then Agent Fields, covered in oil. That one has to go on top. Then I'm curious to see some of the reverse of this GoldenEye one. Ooh, very nice. Right. We have a numbered card. 85 out of 125. Russian Minister of Defense Dmitry Mishkin accuses 007 of destroying Severnaya and demands the Golden Eye. Simonova tells Mishkin that Oromov was the real culprit and that there is a second Golden Eye satellite. Oromov then bursts into the room, kills Mishkin, and makes it look like Bond did it. Before Oromov can kill Bond and Simonova, 007 overpowers him, grabs Simonova, and makes a break. Very nice. You can tell the quality of that card is a bit sturdier as well. Actually, George Simp, you are quite right. La La Land was given the Oscar for a moment. Ooh, Space Princess Ari. Pierce never had a bad suit. I think I'd agree with you there. I can't think of a single one of his Bond looks that is, like, unfortunate. Oh, and Matt Sutton, thank you very much. I have not seen The Night Manager. It's really bad that I've not seen The Night Manager because it's so up my alley. And people tell me how much I'd enjoy it, and it's just one of those things that I've just never gotten around to watching it. I will do someday. It'll probably be another 10 years before they get around to another series, so I've got time. Right, Bond and Slate there having a fight. Bond at the opera. Camille in a car. Oh, very nice one of Pierce there. Look at that. Oh, I'm glad that there's a fair few GoldenEye ones in this box. And then... It's always the second to last card that's going to be an autograph, so that's why I'm always a bit hesitant. That's a nice one of Craig, actually. Oh, and then Bond and Camille engulfed in flames. All right, okay, that Pierce one. What does that say? After tripping the alarm... okay, very good. I'll put that one there. We'll have two GoldenEyes on the go, because I don't want to cover over that that one just yet. Then... No, I think we're going to leave Agent Fields covered in oil on the top there for the time being. Oh, JZ5909, thank you very much. Have you seen the YouTube video by Pentex Productions that The Rock is actually a James Bond movie? If so, any thoughts? I love that video. I know Pentex, actually. He's a friend, but I loved that video. That's a few years old now as well, isn't it? I remember that like exploding online. It was really cool seeing it get shared around everywhere. But yeah, no, it's very cool. It's very cool. I do really love that video. I love all of Pentex's videos. You can hear some of my voice work in some of them. And Sean, thanks very much once again. Thoughts on Mel Brooks movies? My fave is Blazing Saddles. He also produced my favorite Year with Peter O'Toole, one of your favorite comedies. Oh, interesting. Okay. I love Young Frankenstein, and being a Hitchcock aficionado, High Anxiety. I know it's not, one of his all-time hits, but I love it. It's I love the shower scene gag when it's the porter with the paper. I love High Anxiety, but Young Frankenstein is definitely up there as well. Now I like me some Mel Brooks. Ooh, and I like me some Roger in his commando gear from Spy Who Loved Me. Very nice. I mean, doesn't look like he's actually got his eyes open, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. Bond on a bike. Then we have the General there. And M in her nightwear. I feel like I need to have a whole separate pile going now for Judy. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Sorry, there are some fantastic images of M in this set, and I want them for posterity. Right, okay. There's another one. There we are. Right, okay. Look at that. It's brilliant. Right, okay. And then, right, okay, so Roger, Spy's gonna go there. And then we are going to keep Agent Fields. That's an interesting image, actually. The thing about Quantum is that it's interesting seeing some of this behind-the-scenes imagery of, like, bits that you never get to really see in the film, or bits that are just sort of cut away from so quickly. Oh, Corey, Brooks' story about screening High Anxiety for Hitchcock is lovely. I think I've read that story. I like Mel Brooks' story about meeting Cary Grant, where they went for lunch together, and Cary Grant was really keen to hang out with Mel Brooks, and then it became like a bit of like a thing that Mel Brooks was really anxious about because he felt like they ran out of conversation quite early, and so he was like trying to like get out of having lunch with Cary Grant by like the end of a couple of weeks. Oh, and Andrew Brown, thank you very much. Would love if 007 First Light had a level like the Quantum of Solace opera sequence. Is there a level? I think they do actually have that as a level on the Quantum of Solace video game. But I know what you mean about sort of like having Bond at a public event infiltrating. I think it might do. There are some of the some of the trailers that we've seen so far and what have you. They do does seem like Bond is going to be in a lot of crowded places. So maybe. Oh, right. Okay. I forget that we have no bonded materials cards in these in this particular set, do we? Oh, that's a good one. Another one for the Judy pile. Just two stylish men on holiday together. Mitchell jumping over a barricade. General Madrano. Oh, Bond and Fields. That's a nice image. And then Bond in the Flames. Okay, some nice ones there, right? That one's going to go there because it's Judy. And then we are going to go for Bond and Fields on top of the main pile. Right. Oh, Damien Fenton, thank you very much again. Would Roger still be your favourite Bond if he only did Live and Let Die and Man with the Golden Gun? I'm sorry to say, but no. No, I think he only really comes into his element with Spy Who Loved Me. I love him in Live and Let Die. I've got issues with his performance in Man with the Golden Gun, but Spy onwards, it's, you know... When I think of a quintessential Roger Bond performance, it is kind of Moonraker, Octopussy, Spy, that are the ones that I would put on the top, I think. Oh, Bond and Camille there from the poster. This must be a... Oh, right, yeah, this is number 1. Oh, right, so it doesn't even recap the plot. It just sort of gives you some... Release date, November 14th. It came out on Halloween here in the UK, if I remember rightly. They must have gone by the American release date, right? Bond and Mathis there. Bond After a Rough Night. Felix and Beam. Ooh, Saucy. Bond and Fields. And then Bond handing his business card out. Well, you know what? I think we'll just have Bond and Camille on top there. Right. Oh, and Obsidian, thank you very much once again as well. What if the Christoph Waltz and Charles Gray Blofeld swapped movies? Ooh, if that happened, you know what? Just the thought then of Charles Gray being Blofeld in No Time to Die and Bond like throttling him the way he does in the film. The thought of that happening to my beloved Charles, in a way, I kind of like that we don't see Charles Gray's Blofeld meet a definitive end. I think it'd be far too upsetting. All right, Dominic Green there. Ooh, Bond in his tux in the middle of some running away. Very good. Oh, another GoldenEye one. Pierce and Natalia there in the field. Right. Camille and the General. Camille again. Oh, nice one of the Aston there. Looking nice and beat up. Oh, I like that one. Right, I think I might have to start another pile for Quantum of Solace, actually, because that one's getting a bit high, and we've still got a fair few packs to go. Right. Space Princess, sorry. Final boss fight is a Baron Samedi mech. Don't give EA Games any ideas. If they'd have adapted Live and Let Die around the time that they did From Russia with Love, that's how the game would have ended. Right. Oh, another Judy one. That's going to have to go on one of the Judy piles. Bond in the lift there. Oh, very nice one from You Only Live Twice. Of the rocket. In one of the greatest sets ever committed to film. And then do we have Mathis, looking like a well-dressed gentleman enjoying a holiday in Italy. Oh, and then we have the General and Camille. Oh, and then Guy Haynes. What did it say about Guy Haynes? As members of Quantum carry on their illicit business during the operating. Oh, they don't even mention Guy Haynes by name. Huh. Interesting. Right. Okay. I'm sorry, that one's gonna have to go over Roger and Spy, and then we're going to add this to the Judy pile. And then, well, yeah, you know what? Let's give Guy Haynes a bit of airtime. Right. Ooh, Far-Fay Travel, favorite Bond location. I might be slightly biased on this because I visited it last year, but James Bond Island is just, it's incredible. If anyone has the opportunity to ever go, and it is quite a trek, it is kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, which gives you a great appreciation actually of how much effort went into actually like getting a film made there. It's kind of insane. But yeah, no, it's absolutely stunning. It is just, even just as a natural geographic marvel, it's kind of fantastic. So yes, James Bond Island in Thailand. The plane, not doing very well there. Oh, that looks like a bit of a out of character moment with Craig sort of smirking at Judy. Right, and then we have him getting a arse handed to her by the minister. Oh, we have... Oh, it's that same one from earlier, except we have an embossed Quantum of Solace logo on it. Very good. Which one is this? This is number 28 out of 125. Okay, well, that one can go on top there then. And then we have Bond looking very pleased with himself about his made-up cover story. And Bond and M again. Oh, God, we've got so many for the Judy pile. Right. Okay. We'll have her getting her ass handed to her by the minister, because that's just funny. And then we'll have her and Bond there, and put that one underneath. And then we'll keep Guy Haynes on top of that other pile. Right. Joe writes this. Dalton would have heard that blimp coming. He would indeed. Oh, Low Part G. You have not missed any autographs yet. There is one in this pile that we haven't uncovered yet. Oh. Can anyone guess it from that, I wonder? I think it's a man, I think. Is it General Medrano? Is it General Medrano? Should we just look now? Because it's sort of, I'm getting General Medrano hair from that. Or does anyone think it's... Okay, you know what? We're halfway through pretty much. Let's get an autograph looked at. And then we can save the next one. Okay, right. So we've got Danny Dummy Medrano, Chris Martow Medrano. Oh, Philip, Olga Kurilenko. Oh, okay. Calvin applying drastic measures to keep viewership up. William Shatner. Oh, Giancarlo Giannini. That'd be good. Joe writes this good head of hair. Right. I think it... Oh. Oh! Oh, it's Jeremy Bulloch! Oh, God! I mentioned him earlier on as well. Oh, my God. Wow. Huh. As... from Spy Who Loved Me. But he was, of course, also in... For Your Eyes Only. And Octopussy, I want to say. Oh, very nice. Huh. It's a very neat signature. Oh, very good. Okay, right. Well, we will pop him. I'm running out of room now. Okay, we'll pop him there for the time being. But yeah, Corey, Boba Fett. He was Boba Fett in the original Star Wars trilogy. So that's pretty cool. I'm yeah, quite pleased with that. Can't believe that. After mentioning him earlier as well. I think it's a bit of a you sort of summon them in a way almost. Right, okay, and then what else do we have in this pack? Because we never went through it earlier, right? So we've got Green running away from explosions, got Bond on the boat, got Dominic Green out in the desert. Very nice one of Olga Kurylenko. And Bond fighting a policeman. You know what? I think Olga, your moment. Right, okay. So we got one more autograph to find, and how many packs do we have left? And we've got 9 packs. 9 packs left. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Adam Lennon. Met him 3 times. Lovely man. R.I.P. Oh, James, why does Jeremy look constipated? I believe because the warning signals have just gone on the submarine. That's from the pre-titles of Spy Who Loved Me, I believe. Right, okay, we got Bond and Fields. Bond fighting Dominic Green. Bond and Felix. Ooh! A Skyfall card? Sorry, I'm just looking. Where do we get... Oh, there is a Skyfall expansion. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. It's the first Skyfall card of the stream, so that's it. It's embossed with the 007 logo. Okay. Right, and then Bond shooting. Bond and Olga. Right, okay, so which one are we going to have? I don't think... No, no, okay, yeah, we'll put Bond on top there. Right, so we got a Skyfall one. Oh, hello. After arriving in Macau, James Bond receives an unexpected visitor in Miss Moneypenny who gives 007 a close shave. That's weird that the branding's so different to the other ones. Okay. How strange. Very strange. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll put the GoldenEye ones in a single pile. Oh, James Atkinson, thank you very much. In a story where Bond is forced to team up with a villain or a villain has deflected to his side, which past villain would you have? Ooh. As in, does it matter if they die in the film that they're in or not? It's a very short list of characters. I think, you know what, Elektra King could have been an interesting one. Like, if she'd have survived the gunshot and, you know, he had to team up with her for whatever reason. I think that could work in kind of like, oh, is she trustworthy? Is she not kind of thing? And then maybe she could have actually sort of turned into the full-on Bond girl of that story as a sort of redemption arc, maybe. That's a nice one of Roger. I mean, she looks a bit fed up. Barbara Back. General Madrano. Bond and Fields. And Bond in the Fire. Right, okay. Well, another one for the Judy pile. And then we shall put Bond and Anya there. And then... yeah, we'll put Bond and Fields on top of that one. Right, okay. Ooh, Tom Mason, Scaramanga. That would be a good... Ooh, 007 Bondian, Alec Trevelyan. Oh, yeah, like he's reformed and he has to work with Bond again for MI6. Though, yeah, they'd have a hell of a time explaining how he survived that particular film. I think that was leading me a bit with Elektra as well, because I was kind of like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, a single gunshot. Maybe she could have survived. Alright, got Mitchell going over the barricade. Dominic Green. Bond behind the scenes. Now I'm doing this very slowly now. Right now, okay, so we don't have... okay, because we're getting down to the last few packs, and I don't want to go too prematurely on the autograph. Right, okay, I think we've had most of these. Haven't had any landscape ones in a while. I'll pop this under there. Oh, an Obsidian, thank you very much once again. What if First Light had a Hitman-esque Scaramanga mode as a side thing with a golden gun you had to use to take the target out? Could IO Interactive hire you for these ideas? Because I actually love that. That would have been great if they'd have done something like that with GoldenEye Rogue Agent back in the day. Because the premise of that whole game was that you play as a Bond villain, but then they kind of fumble it. It's not, yeah. But something like that would really have worked pretty spectacularly, I think. Bond and Felix. Ooh, General Orumov. Ooh, okay, no autograph in this one. Bond again. Bond and Camille. Right. Orumov going under there. And then... Yeah, I don't know, some of these behind the scenes stills from Quantum just aren't as interesting, I don't think, as some of the other ones. Right, I'm going to pour myself a wee top up. On Philip, thank you very much. Good to see you as always, Philip. Hope you're all right. If they decide to do a soft remake of one of the old movies as a start for the new one, which one would you choose and why is it the man with the golden gun? Funnily enough. Well, it would have to be one that, you know, you... Oh, God, no, I spilled a drop on that card then. Fortunately, no one went on the autograph. That'd be great. I just pour Coke all over the autograph. But yeah, no, it would have to be one where, you know... They could sort of loosely adapt it and then sort of change it and make it better ultimately. So I don't ultimately think that doing something like Goldfinger would be particularly effective because that movie is just sort of, you know, kind of perfect as is. I think The Man with the Golden Gun would be a really good candidate, though, for one to be remade. And they can do that Scaramanga character, the Hitman character, justice. Right, okay. 5 packs. 5 packs left. All right, I'm going to pop that there. And here we are. Gonna... Right. Oh, Paul. Hello, Paul Bergen. Hope you're well. If you had to remake Thunderball to your satisfaction, what would you keep and what would you drop? Ooh. Oh, that's a very good question. It's quite hard to imagine Thunderball. I think because we've got 2 films of it, which are quite similar. It's hard for me to really imagine, like, what... I mean... You know what? There are probably elements from both Never Say Never Again and Thunderball that you could scavenge in order to make sort of, like, the perfect version of that story. Oh, very wet-looking Daniel there. Oh, we haven't had that one yet. From the end, Bond by a globe. Oh! Oh god, that caught me off guard. Okay, we've got the last autograph of the thing. Oh my god, sorry, I saw Tomorrow Never Dies and I was like, what the hell? Oh, okay. We have Colin Stinton from Tomorrow Never Dies. Okay. So he's the guy who meets with Bond along with Jack Wade before he goes parachuting in. Oh my god, that completely caught me off guard then. Okay. Colin Stinton. Congratulations, this limited edition autograph card has been personally signed by Colin Stinton as Dr. Greenwalt in Tomorrow Never Dies. 2 nautical-themed autographs there. Right, okay, so... Right. We'll zip through these final ones. That's... Unless... I don't think there's going to be another autograph, but... We'll see, you never know. Bond with Guy Haines Security. Right, okay. Put that one there. We'll have Drowned Rat Daniel on there. Oh, Greenwald. What did I say? Oh, right. So sorry, Mark. I thought you were correcting me then. Yeah, no, it Greenwald. Right, okay. Oh, Brosabond for 007 called it. Brosnan era autograph achieved. You know, I don't think I've got any other autographs from Tomorrow Never Dies, actually. Oh. Right. Well, other than Samantha Bond. Oh, Drowned Rat Daniel again. Then we have... Didn't I just open this pack? Ah, Bond and Little Nelly. Very nice. Judy again. Oh, we're into some very significant repeats here. Right, okay, we'll pop Judy there, that one there. Oh, Stuart Webb, plus he's in Ghostwatch. Colin Stinton's in Ghostwatch. Oh, interesting. I almost rewatched that at the weekend. I've got the Blu-ray. I'll have to give it another watch and hold up my autograph to the whenever he comes up on screen. Oh, James Atkinson, thank you very much. I do think it's a shame that people judge potential Bond actors based on their appearance like a dating app rather than on acting ability. I quite agree with you. Which is why when I did that video not that long ago on Jacob Elordi and Callum Turner, I really wanted to make a point of like actually going and watching a lot of their work, so that I could sort of come with a bit, you know, some more sort of educated sort of things to say about their acting ability and stuff. And to be honest, that did change my perception a bit. I went into it thinking that I would be a bit more sort of in the Elordi camp, only to find myself coming out more in the Callum Turner camp. Oh, we've got some landscape ones now. Okay. Right. Bond and Camille on the stairs. And we'll have Bond looking shifty with the phone. Right, final 2 packs. Because I don't think there's going to be any more autographs in these. But we will see. I don't think it's like... Because that's the nice thing about opening up the Villains and Henchmen pack, is that sometimes there's 1 autograph, sometimes there's 2. Nope. Okay. Alright, we'll have Bond with his Vespa. And we'll have... Yeah, that's a nice one of Daniel. We'll have that. And the very final pack of this particular box. Oh, Rockin' and a Rollin' 95. Hi, Calvin. I just tuned in. I've been watching your videos for a while now and just want to say thank you for your content. It really brings joy to me. Brendan, thank you very much for that, Brendan. That's cheers. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. No, that's very kind of you. I hope you can continue to enjoy the videos, which are hopefully a bit more interesting than me struggling to get into the final pack of this set. Sake. Well, this is it, folks. We just can't get into the final pack. No, it's... Philip, okay, yeah, honourable and all, but who's hotter, Elordi or Turner? It's an interesting question, actually. Maybe want to go to a poll. I cannot get into this final blasted pack. There better be a good Judi Dench image in this one to make it worthwhile. Let Albert Moses out of there. I like that, Corey. Right, okay. Bond and Fields. An assortment of men. Bond in a plane. Oh, Jaws. Richard Keel as Jaws. Very nice. Bond and Camille. And Bond again. Well, there we go. That is the end of this particular pack. And the autographs that we have to show for it. Jeremy Bulloch and Colin Stinton. Okay, so Colin Stinton is, according to this website, one of the more... I don't want to say common, but that's just the terminology because of, you know, how Pokemon cards are embedded in my brain. Apparently, Colin Stinton is not one of the limited ones. Jeremy Bulloch is apparently very limited. Very limited translates to 200, between 200 and 300 of them that were put in. So out of, yeah, what, 8,500 boxes? So that's quite cool. That's a really nice one. And Colin Stinton, and I do enjoy my Pierce era autographs. So there we go. And we will be opening the other box at some point in the future. But I think maybe to tie into, I'm thinking about saving it for when get to Quantum of Solace in-depth review to tie it in with that. So keep your eyes peeled. Oh, there's more super chats. Zip, thank you very much. Hope you're well. It's good to see you. Another box, another box. We have the time. On a Tuesday? No. Possibly. Same 007 Bondian. No Dolly autograph this time, but who knows? Maybe in the next one. And Andrew Hopkins, thank you very much as well. My dog was getting impatient for Calvin to get the final pack open so she can get her dinner. I apologize to your dog. I hope now she can get her dinner. And I hope she enjoys it. Joe writes, says, Common Stinton. Oh, Omar, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all right. You said you really needed this today. I hope you're hope your the rest of your week picks up. Oh, Wolfenstein, thank you very much. Wolfenstein 3000 X8B. That's a very good name. I just wanted to say that I greatly enjoyed the video about the Folio Society James Bond collection. Oh, good, I'm really glad. I always look forward to your content about the books and the blues unboxings too. Thank you very much, Wolfenstein. Cheers. I enjoyed doing the video on the Folio Society because, like I say, I get questions about them every now and then, and it was nice just to do a video just sort of dedicated to them and talk about them. It's one of those things where you sort of think, like, I don't really have that much to talk about with these, and then inevitably, you do. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. JZ5909. Okay. Seeing as you asked for seeing the other autographs, I shall wrap up this stream by doing just that. So, in this pile, I've got a dedicated pile now for Nadim Sawalha. Oh no, how did you get in there? Mariam Darbo's Cara Malovi, Paula Kaplan. Martine Beswick as Paula Kaplan. Mary Stavin, Octopussy Girl, and then we have Albert Moses, and Albert Moses. And then from the other pile, we have Colin Salmon, Rory Kinnear, Denise Richards, George Lazenby, Shirley Eaton, Margaret Nolan, Jeroen Krabbe, Alan Cumming, really like that one, Samantha Bond, William Lee, Jesus Ochoa, Valerie Leon, Alita Morrison. Then we have Joni Flynn, Caroline Bliss, Tonya Soritopoulos. God, there's quite a few actually. Marilyn Galsworthy, very good name. Then we have Jill St. John as Tiffany Case, and then I think the rest, yeah. So Jeremy Bulloch and Colin Stinton will be in good company in my little autograph box. Right. Well, on that note, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I've really enjoyed this, as always. It's always a nice way to spend a Tuesday evening, so thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for keeping me company in the chat. It's been really lovely and fun, as always. So, on that note, Bond fans, so long for now, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.